Ekodaki bhutang kopana vaseta tena samayena hoti andakaro andakaratimisa. Moreover, vaseta, at that time there is one watery nature or substance, blindness, and darkness. Now, we haven't really looked at any section headings yet, but this one is worth looking at. Rasa patavi patu bhavo. And it's telling us what's going to come. This is obviously a longer compound. Patu bhavo comes from patur bhavati. This is the past participle, and it means the appearance of. Patur meaning manifest or visible. And this patavi, right before it, is earth. Not only the earth substance, but the ground. And rasa has to do with the sense of taste. And we might say the appearance of tasty earth. Can keep that in mind. That's coming up a little later. Returning to the text, we're going to skip here to kopana because we see that a lot. Moreover, then, something like that. Vaseta, this is our vocative. Vaseta is the one being addressed by the Blessed One. And then we have tena samayena. We've come across this before. At that time or at this time, under discussion. We have hoti. Hoti is obviously present tense, and I translated it that way. I keep this as the historical present. My feeling is on these present tense verbs being used for past tense is it really does sort of bring to life. So I've said it before, you can kind of shut your eyes and you can picture this happening right now, right before our very eyes, so to speak. Up to you whether you want to keep it in the present tense or not. We know we have hoti, and we have then these three other compounds. And I start with the first one, ekodaki bhutang. Bhutang we came across before in one of the descriptions of Nibbana, ajatang, abhutang, akatang, asankatang. And here I like to keep it in that I've translated it with a similar meaning of nature. When it's used in a compound, it can even mean as it were. It can mean consisting of. I keep it as nature. And of course we have also ekodaki. Now this is eka plus udika, which in compounds can be odika. I'm taking this as one watery, and I will not lie, I'm not exactly sure of this long I. Someone probably has a very good explanation for that. For me, it's either alerting us that this is sort of an adjective or it's for pronunciation purposes. I would have expected ekodaka bhutang, but I am sure someone out there really knows the answer to that one. The meaning is clear. One watery substance. And remember, what this is describing is our world right now, where these radiant beings, these radiant gods have come to our world, basically. They've come idha, here. And when they come here, or when they came here, and when they will come here again, when this happens again, it is just one watery substance. I think Walsh translates this as one mass of water. I like that. And then the only way I can understand these last two compounds is in apposition. There's one watery substance, blindness, darkness and blindness. Andakaro means blindness, and this last one, andakara, would mean blindness by itself. Timisa is darkness, and this is a Devanda compound. Even though timisa should be neuter, I think it's taken on the masculine plural ending here, common with Devandas. And I'll just translate it one more time in a slightly different order. There is, moreover, at that time, vaseta, one watery substance, blindness, darkness, and blindness. It's probably worth mentioning that this description of the world as being dark and watery is not unique to the Buddha or to Indian thinking more generally. We find this in the Babylonian creation stories in Genesis, obviously, and in Egyptian tellings of the beginning. I don't know that it's universal, but it certainly was somewhat widespread.